Sorry. Hello. Welcome.
Okay, so I don't like holding the mic. I need both my hands to do this. So I just want to speak and voice. There's been a lot of body shaming, fat shaming kind of talk up here, and I just want to say, no matter what size your body is, you are so beautiful, and I love you, and you're doing great. So here's the thing. You may think that I have, an ice cube where my heart is supposed to be, but you can keep your cute puppy dog calendars because animals have never done it for me. They just don't. I mean, they're cute, I guess, but I wasn't raised with animals. We had some lethargic fish when I was growing up that didn't inspire a lot of confidence in the animal-human bond. And I figured, I'm a cold New Englander. Our winters are very, very hard. And, human beings are hard enough for me to love, okay? There's a lot of complicated stuff going on in those relationships. It's hard enough for me. So I didn't really have a lot of animal stuff going on, and I view you people who love share those cuddly dog photos with skepticism at best. And, the human relationships, they're where it's at. They're the real meat of this human life, right? So my first few roommates after college were a really interesting test of that. So there was Karina, who was raised by super hippie parents in a trailer in the Pacific Northwest, and rebelled, as all good teens do, by moving to DC and becoming really girly and becoming a paralegal. And then there was Madeline, who was from Southern California, where the sun sets over the ocean, and they don't have death because everyone eats green smoothies and runs 10 miles a day. So we had to have, our roommate conversation, and then there's me, the hardened New Englander who doesn't like dog photos. So we had to have those roommate conversations deciding who's doing what with the dishes and the groceries, and it was interesting, these three people kind of coming together on issues like sex, for example. I'm kind of a New England frat boy inside sometimes, so I was I'll just put a sock on the door, don't come knocking, be cool. And, Karina conflict avoided from all the extensive conversations about bodies, and her hippie family was you know what, I'll just go to his house, don't ask me, I'm not gonna tell you, it's fine. And Madeline's just I personally love coming home to the sounds of lovemaking. You need that privacy, you just need to ask in whatever way feels best for you. I just want to really support your sexual journey. So we've kind of cobbled together roommate agreements, and everything's going fine until the days get shorter, the night gets colder, and those little creatures that are outside all summer start to seek shelter in your house, like mice. You can guess that I was in the pro-trap crowd, and Madeline was in the absolutely no traps crowd, and Karina was in the I don't have serious conversations about stuff, I'm conflict avoidant, bye crowd. So we went with a policy of just not talking about it, until one day there was this ah! And Madeline and I ran downstairs, and Karina's in the kitchen, and she's oh my god, it's a mouse on the counter! It's so rude that it would be on the counter, so cold, not on the floor. And I'm okay, type in New Englander, let's do this. I was Madeline, you grab the pan, I've got the cutting board. I'm on one side of the counter, I'm on the other side of the counter. We move in towards the mouse, we'll frighten him, he'll run one way, we'll pick a side, it'll be fine. So we're moving towards the mouse. The mouse runs toward Madeline, sees the cutting board, is no, comes towards me. I shove my cutting board against the wall to block his passage, but I accidentally get him in the middle of the body, and he's I look him in the middle of Madeline's you're killing him, you're killing him! I'm not killing him, I tracked him, get a Tupperware. You're killing him! What happened? I'm you left, you don't get to know. And then the mouse stops moving. And I just want to say now for the record that it died of a heart attack from Madeline screaming. Just want that noted, please. And then we just sit down and have a little conversation about death, and Madeline's my hamsters, when I was little, we put them in the freezer. My mom just replaced them with a new hamster every year because I was too scared to have our death. I just couldn't handle it. I was well, I buried my fish in the yard while crying, and my sister laughed at me, and that's how you learn about life, so go bury the mouse in the yard. And she did that. A few months later, there were maggots in our trash can in the front yard. Madeline and I went to clean them out with a hose, and there was a kink in the hose. I went to go grab the kink, and I see it. I see a dead mouse, perfectly preserved in the melting snow, that was not buried, but laid under a bush very nicely and tenderly. And I'm Madeline, this mouse, are you kidding me? And she's that's what you get! And she's laughing so hard, and then I started laughing so hard, and something and my heart just starts to like break and crack a little, like those icebergs when it's spring. And I mean, I just want to be clear that I don't have any dead mice or hamsters in my freezer. These days, I don't have any frozen meatballs or chicken breasts either. Thank you.